Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Happy Half Hour Time, the happiest half hour of the week. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from and what is your drink of choice tonight? Is it a beer? Is it apple juice? Some hot chocolate? Maybe a really special whiskey? Let us know, and we'll check in with you a little bit as we move right into our next song, the interlude from Layla. Song. Hey Kim, we got anybody watching tonight?
Yeah, Stephanie and Katie and Eric. He's in Shoreline, White Claw, Ruby, Grapefruit. And Darby, he says he's in his cave.
Ooh.
With Valley House Fresh and local hops from Carnation.
Well, I wonder if he's like, when he's in a cave, is he hibernating already? For the winter? Interesting. Well, I'm drinking our featured Foggy Noggin Beer of the Week, the Double Coconut Duck Imperial Porter. And it is, I'll tell you what, I think I could get really, really crazy with that beer because it's so good and delicious and just smooth and full flavored. Tell you how you can get it this weekend if we get closer to the end of the program, but what a great beer. So keep letting us know where you're watching from and what you're drinking. And I know with who has, hey, I'm the first to admit it, I've got COVID anxiety here because I just don't get around much anymore. So that's our song next. to be able to get out and do stuff and get around a little bit more. I kind of miss it. So, I'm a little nervous about playing this song. I haven't played this song. It came to mind, and I haven't played this song in a long time, so we're gonna try it. It's a classic old song. I didn't know when it was. You guys are smart people out there. You'll tell us when this song came out, but the song is called Nola. And the interesting about it, the great piano players would play this song, would play it at a pretty normal speed, and they would, because their dexterity is so good, they could play really, really fast. Well, I'm gonna play as fast as I think I can near the end, and it might be kind of a little humorous thing, so this is part of the humor part of the show. Nola. Well, at least I tried. Hope you had a good little laugh about that one. I could use a drink after that. Any humorous comments from our folks out there, Kim?
What all laughing emojis.
Ow, my fingers just don't move that fast anymore. Anybody come of the year where that song came out? I would guess it's like the teens or 20s.
Well, everybody's just gonna Google it.
Well, yeah, that's just, I don't do that. So this is, so we're going to play a couple songs on my playlist right now because Halloween's coming up this weekend. And you know what's the most Halloween-y thing I know of is the Oregon State Beavers. We're in a Beaver shirt tonight, and we got beavers all around us. And remember our coach, when I was a little kid, was called the Great Pumpkin. How much more Halloween-y can you get in that? So we're going to play the Oregon State fight song. Good grief. Now, this is one of the favorite songs all the children tell me that they like when I play it. And it's a fun song. Remember your best friend when you were a kid, and his name was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And that was your name too. Can you believe it? Remember, we start loud and we get a little softer in each one. Finish it strong and bold. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, that's my name too. Whenever I go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Just a little bit softer this time. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, that's my name too. Whenever I go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You gotta go really loud on that finish. Get a little softer. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, that's my name too. Whenever I go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Get really soft this time. A little bit more than a whisper. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, that's my name too. Whenever I go out, the people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this is a whisper now. Barely even be able to hear yourself. Isn't that a fun one? Woo. I always get goosebumps on that song. Reminds me of my Indian guy days when I was a little kid. Sitting around the campfire singing songs like John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Did anybody have a friend named John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? That'd be kind of cool. Any comments, Kim, or are people going crazy with my stupid humor there?
I don't know.
A little quiet out there?
Tony's on there. They're just talking about the beavers.
Well, everybody loves to talk about beavers. Yeah, beaver talk's fun. You know, we play our first game against the Cougars this year, November 7th, so that'll be kind of fun to get some real football going again.
Well, and you always have a mixture of Huskies and beavers on here. Just because of where we live, I think.
I don't think I ever see the Husky comments because I'll filter them out when they talk.
Well, like Eric says, Deandros was the Great Pumpkin.
He was. Remember, he came in this big old giant orange sweater, and he weighed about 450 pounds. That's a big pumpkin. 450 pound pumpkin. Well, you know, so what's a good color that goes with orange during Halloween time?
Black.
Well, black for beavers, but what's it like something, usually orange and brown kind of go together for this holiday season. And you know, that girl we sing about all the time, the brown-eyed girl, oh, she fits in with Halloween, I think, because she's got brown eyes, right? Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. Down in the Parcheesi. Laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog. Our hearts are thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you're my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened Tuesday and so slow, going down to the Irvine transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing behind the rainbow's wall, slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you, brown-eyed girl. You're mine, brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So hard to find my way, and now that I'm on my own, saw you just the other day. Oh my, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there low. Sometimes I'm overcome, making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, brown-eyed girl. You're mine, brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, well, before we go crazy, because I know you turned the coffee pot on, Kim, before we started, so let's talk about how you get your effing beer this weekend. So we've got 8 beers for growler fills, and we've got lots of bottles. And how do you know what they are? You go to the foggynogginbrewing.com website and hit the beer tab. And all the details of all the cool shirts and hats and pint glasses and growler fills and bottles you can get are right there. Got curbside pickup both Friday and Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. And this is one of the beers you can get. And this is the Double Coconut Duck. It's an Imperial Porter, and it's delicious. And if you know what time it is with turn that coffee pot on, you better brace yourself for some excitement now. So before we get into that crazy time, Kim, any other comments anyone wants to share with us?
Tony, Craig are on there. Mary said they're enjoying their music outside with red wine with a beautiful sunset. So that's in Oregon.
It's kind of chilly here.
And Bob says he forgot about Indian Guides. And they're on Whidbey Island, drinking an airfield cab.
Indian Guides was kind of fun, but it's kind of, my Indian Guide experience was we sat around we had pieces of wood with a red light in the middle, and we acted like it was a fire. So, if you have other experience, you can share those with us. But that was mine. So it's this is an original song I wrote, and it's called "Too Much Coffee," and it's really my opinion on why we have so much craziness in the world is because people are over caffeinated and they drink too much coffee. And I also think most of the serial killers that are out there, they really were not bad people. They just got addicted to caffeine, and you know, when you have too much caffeine, you do things you just can't control. So it's a pun on all this kind of thing, and putting a lighthearted side of what the world is like with too much coffee. But it starts off because, you know, Mary had a little lamb, but also Mary had too much coffee. Too much coffee, too much coffee. Mary had too much coffee. She's bouncing off the walls. Everywhere you look, there's another latte stand. One on every corner, and a cup in each person's hand. They live on coffee overload and ready to explode. Gotta need another mocha, or there's gonna be a loca. Mark David Chapman killed the first beetle while carrying the catcher in the ride. What they never told us was his real disgruntled when he ordered a coffee. Told him the pot was bone dry. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. World is getting crazy, out of control. The news is a buzz, people cracking it up. Reason is simple, need more self-control. There's too much coffee, need to fill my cup. Whoa. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee. Ted Bundy killed over 100 girls while he appeared to all to be a good and honest man. He went on a 6-year coffee binge looking for girls, taking the lives between his cups. Not in his plan. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. Juan Valdez never thought I'd become so obsessed, drinking so much coffee. So many ways to grow in the richest kind. It's getting us all stressed, putting us in a frenzy. Constant craze. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee. Too much coffee, coffee. World is getting crazy, out of control. News is a buzz, people cracking up. Reason is simple, we need more self-control. Too much coffee, need to fill my cup. Whoa. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee. Too much coffee, too much coffee, coffee.
cup of coffee right now.
Because if you did, you'd probably go out and do some serial killing right now or something like that. Man, it's intense this time of night to play. You have too much coffee. Whew. Anybody left, Kim, or they all leave? Seems like this is a song that they all take away. They all leave. They just can't handle it. So the next song we're going to play in song my mother wrote right before she passed away back in 2003, and it's a song that I played at her funeral. And it's a tough song for me to play every week, but it's one of my favorite songs. I'm partial to it because my mom wrote it, but it's called "It Doesn't Matter." And we think about today's society and how divided we are and all the hatred out there. I hate turning the news on and hearing all that bad stuff. Really, does all that stuff really matter? Well, my mom had a theory that it really doesn't matter. And what really matters is what's all about us and your friends and your family, and those kinds of things are really important to us. And so let's keep those things in perspective as we battle through all this hysteria that's going on in the world right now. And cheers, everyone. What if the sun, it doesn't shine today? And what if the raindrops just seem to stay? What does it matter? What does it matter? We're about to have a great day. What if the stars, they don't shine tonight? What if the moon doesn't have a light? What does it matter? What does it matter? We're about to have a great night. It doesn't final two songs, and I'm going to give you a repeat on how you can get your Foggy Noggin beer this weekend. Curbside pickup both Friday and Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. How do you know what you can order? You go to our foggynogginbrewing.com website, hit the beer tab, it's all there. If you really get thoroughly confused, always give me a call at 206-553-9223, and I'll walk you through it and make sure you get what you need. And Kim, any parting comments before we get to our last couple songs?
Not so much.
No, quite crowd.
The people are listening.
Maybe they're enjoying their beverages and just chilling out and having a good old time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who doesn't? I'm a little bit scared of bad Leroy Brown. He's the baddest man in the whole downtown. On the south side of Chicago, it's the baddest part of town. You go down there, you better beware. A man named Leroy Brown. Well, Leroy is more than trouble. Stands about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him Treetop Lover. The men just call him Sir. Well, he's bad, Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole downtown. Badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, he's bad, Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole downtown. Badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, he's badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard. God, it happens every week. Who lives in a junkyard? Is it a junkyard rat? Is it a junkyard cat? Is it a junkyard rabbit? Is it a junkyard? No, it has to rhyme with something. It rhymes with junkyard frog, junkyard log, junkyard dog. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said. Always had some mighty fine wine. I bet he has some really good beer. Singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. If I was the king of the world, tell you what I do. Throw away the cars and the bars and the walls and make sweet love to you. I make sweet love to you. We're singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. You know I love the ladies. I love to have my fun. High-night rider and a rainbow rider and a straight-shooting son of a gun. I'm a straight-shooting son of a gun. We're singing joy to the world. And all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Joy to the world. And all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Well, thanks for joining us for another happy half hour. And this is the official start of the weekend. So we hope to see you for curbside pickup this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. And next week for the next happy half hour. Cheers, everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.